Hi guys, welcome to Grudy's. We'll call this Suicide is Not an Option. Made the video, I've already done this video four times now, I think. So anyone that's watching the channel, this is actually pretty personal, so if you don't want to get a little bit upset or you don't want to hear anything personal, then just skip this one. This has got no car shit in it. I'll wait. Dodds Trike will be riding this week, so we'll put a little spin on it. So the machining issue that we had with the crank spacers, I approached the machinist 2.5 weeks ago. I had some downtime where I got sick for a week. I've been better for 5-6 days or whatever it is. I'd sent a message on Wednesday to my machinist. So I had a general machinist which had made the mistakes, and I have 2 automotive machinists, and both my automotive machinists are fine. My general machinist committed suicide last night. He wasn't just my general machinist. We were friends. We were work friends, you know. Wednesday I sent him a message stating that I would like a refund, showed him the picture he'd sent with the price and how many items he'd made me. Requested a refund, told him that I spent 2 days to rectify the crankshaft. I've got it within 1 thou. I'm happy to accept that, yada, yada, yada. The previous videos show this. People know what I've been doing. Super stressful time. I was last weekend, I was staffed for 6 days. I was dizzy. I didn't put boots on. I couldn't work in the workshop. I was a mess. I was stress-induced mess. So I explain a little bit on this channel about having ADD and being hyper-emotional. So when I approached my machinist, I actually feel really bad about this. I don't feel like it's my fault. I just feel like just the whole situation's shit. I don't know, I wouldn't say I feel bad. It's just so unnecessary. Loss of life is fucking unnecessary. So it's a bit disjointed. As I say, I've got ADD, so hyper emotional. So I went down and I had a bit of a go at him. His mate was there, and he got a little bit nervous, and I stopped. I said, okay, this is where I'm at. So then Wednesday, been 2 weeks, contact him and say, hey, you know, what's going on? This is what I'm expecting is a refund and some sort of payment for the amount of labour that I had to put in. Plus, I've got a couple others. I've got 1 other engine to check. So I told him most of them were fine. There's 1 more to check over. Told him, you know, this could have been a really bad fuck up. 5 crank spaces, or 4 crank spaces, $60,000 worth of engines. So it's big. So 2 of these engines had race prepped isotropic polished crankshafts. There's $2,000 to do the cranks, plus money to balance, plus money to pull it apart. I was in a bad way. And then I conveyed this to him Wednesday, and he told me that he'd been speaking to a solicitor, and he'd been speaking, his wife knew, and his solicitor knew that he was suicidal. And he stated that he had actually attempted last week. So I'd stated, you know, that we could resolve this, that most of them were fine. I've accepted the 1 thou out, yada, yada, yada. And then yesterday we seen his car in the driveway. Mrs. seen his truck in the driveway, seen there was a sign on his door saying he was out, little latch on the door. And I just said, well, he's obviously out with his missus. She was worried. My partner Jo, she's quite empathic, so she picks up on things. And I said, no, well, if his truck's there and the door's got shut, then he's out with the missus. No, he got in 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, spoke to one of the guys around in the compound. By the time frame that the police said, sometime between 12 and 3, 12 and 4, he took his own life. So he had a shitload of stuff going on. Self-employed life, it hurts your head some days. I'm strong. I've been through a lot. I've been through a real lot. So for me, it's not an option. I understand how people take it as an option, but it's not an option. It doesn't matter how deep the hole is that you've dug. You can always get out. There's always a way. So 9:30 last night, we were having snacks and we heard a uncontrollable crying. Jo went down. She seen his wife there, absolutely a mess. To see the pain his wife went through, she found him. Guys, it's just not worth it. Anyone that knows me, if you're ever thinking this way, just come around, ring, whatever. If you're watching Millsy, I'm glad that I intervened. I've helped heaps of people. Millsy, he was the last one that rang. He was in a real bad way. Talked him out of it. He rang me the next day and actually said that he was prepared. He'd already organised it all. He'd lost a really good job, looking at losing his house, losing his car, losing everything. I love this guy. He's like one of my best bros. 2 weeks later, he had a better job. He'd picked up his brand new car. A month ago, that guy had sent me a message saying he's buying another house. There's always options, guys. Just because you can't see them, don't take this. Don't take suicide. You're not weak to speak. There's always someone out there that'll listen. A lot of the time, I got a short attention span, so I'll probably hand you a spanner and say, start working on that. Let's chat. It's the only way it's going to work for me. We're in the shop, so we're going to sit down and we're going to chat, and we might work on an engine or do something. But I'd rather spend the time consoling my friends and seeing how fucking hurt that your loved ones would be. And he leaves behind 2 of his own kids. And he leaves behind 2 stepkids to his wife. And just an absolute fucking hole in their family. And a hole in my life. He's a guy that I drive past his workshop and wave at him. As I go out, he's the one I wave at. Mrs. has given me shit before. Waving to your boy Fee. It's fucking gone. Death is final, guys. There's no coming back. I don't know if anyone's going to want to hear this, but I'll tell you how it happened. Now, I'm going to do this because this might discourage somebody. If I discourage one person, then this video was all worth it. This can start forever. He hung himself. Now, Jo and I looked it up today. It's fucking brutal. It takes 5 to 10 minutes to die hanging. think about it, guys, 5 to fucking 10 minutes. That would be the longest 10 minutes of your life right as you're going out. Don't know what someone would be thinking. It's never too late until you do it. You can be holding the rope. You can be fucking holding the vacuum tube, whatever. Ring someone. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them where you are. Suicide's not an option. Someone out there loves you enough. Doesn't matter how bad your life is. Maybe you haven't met them yet. Maybe your life's so bad that you've never had that person in your life that means that much to you. They're out there. Get out there and make it happen. So now, my thoughts are, Hendrik had a really nice little old school machine shop. Same size shed as what I've got. Just packed with machinery. Shitloads of tooling. Like, the guy just loved machinery. Loved tooling. I sit and I think, now his wife has to, or her and all her family have to deal with it. It's a ridiculous cleanup. It's just ridiculous. None of us need 30 cars. None of us need all this shit that we don't need. So I'm on this tangent because Joe and I have talked about me getting sick. 2 years ago, I got an enlarged prostate. So, yeah, don't be embarrassed about talking about shit. I'm 45 years old this year. I used to have a Ducati. I couldn't ride it. It hurt my ass. I ended up with an enlarged prostate. I actually couldn't ride my bike. So I sold my bike. Now I've got a little 2-stroke Zinger that I'm building because that's my piece de resistance. But men's health is very, very taboo. It shouldn't be. I've gone and got PSR tests. I've got everything. I'm awesome. Doctor reckons I'm healthy. Bit of a fatty, but great cholesterol, great blood pressure, great fucking everything. Poor kidney function. Said I had kidney function of a 70-year-old. Kind of blew me away. I drink a lot of milk, coffee, don't drink alcohol, don't smoke ciggies. Looked at the medication I've been on. I take Telfa, Nexium, for heartburn, indigestion. Turns out Nexium has been linked to kidney disease. I no longer take Nexium. So if you're taking medications long term, check up the side effects. It's worth it. We all need to not give each other shit about talking about medical ailments. Talking about mental distress. We're men. Imagine if we all worked together instead of all by ourselves. We could do so much more. So yeah, it's the 4th time I've done this video. Rambled on enough. I'm happy to talk about medical issues, mental issues, whatever. Don't be embarrassed. If you know me and you know where my shop is and you come around and visit me, you talk about something fucked up, so be it. If I've got something to add to it, I'll add to it. If not, I'll just... But please, don't think you don't have someone to talk to. We all need somebody to care at some stage. Oh, RIP to Hendrik. It was good to know him when I did. And hopefully his family can settle the whole lot without too much hassle. Well, I've got some more videos that I'm going to put up during the week. Just some more Saunderhead boarding videos, and I might do an update on this in a month or so when we know what's going on. And go to his funeral. I might make him something a little different. He was a machinist, so I might make him a little RIP, like out of gears and TIG weld all together or something. I don't know. Like what I do for my cats, do something special, something a little different. I might do the same for him. I did value his friendship. As much as we had an issue at the end, that's the thing that pissed me off. It wasn't even that big an issue. Nothing is worth taking your life over. It's never too weak to speak. Hope you guys have a good night. And yeah, I don't know when this is going to get uploaded, sometime during the week. Yeah, it's Sunday night. What a shit situation.